Okay, sweetheart. So, remember my New Year's resolution? I know it's been a while since the New Year's, and I kind of failed my resolution already, but I'd figured I'd give it another shot. I know you suggested my resolution should be to chill out and respect your boundaries more and stop doing things like tracking your phone, but come on. We both know that's not really realistic. I mean, you know how I am. I just love you so much. Maybe too much. I know I have a really weird way of expressing that love. Some say it's unhealthy. Not to my face, of course, since they're scared. But I know how some people talk behind closed doors when they think I'm not listening. But anyway, this isn't about them. This is about us, sweetie. I think my love for you is mostly healthy. Probably. Except in just one itsy bitsy little way. Financially. I kind of spent a lot of money on you. And that's nice. But I don't think it's healthy in the long term. Which is why I have my budget written down here. Take a look. I was hoping to get some outside advice from you here and see if you could maybe help me balance my budget. I know you're not like a professional financial advisor or anything, but, well, you're really the only person I can turn to here because I'm sure anyone else would just turn me into the police. I mean, look at this budget. I spent $300 on rope this month. That's kinda sketchy, right? And it's not even like I'm the leader of the scouts or something that I can use as an excuse. Now, I know you might think, sweetie, why do you have $300 of rope? That's an excessive amount. Why would anyone need that much? But, hear me out. So originally, I ordered some rope online, but then when I got it, it wasn't really up to my standards. It was honestly just too easy to get out of. It would never work for tying you up. Not that I would need to do that because you would never leave me, because you love me. You do love me, right? That's what you told me many times before. Like, remember when I first confessed to you? And you told me you loved me too? And that you wouldn't press stalking charges? Ah, that was so romantic. Granted, a lawyer would probably argue that your response didn't count because you were intimidated and under duress, but honestly, that's not important. Things like lawyers or laws aren't important. What's important is just the two of us, sweetie. What's important is our relationship and that we love each other. And I love you. I definitely love you. I love you so much that I want to know everything about you. I even hired a team of scientists to analyze your DNA. That was very expensive, actually. That's another expense I'll have to think about. I really need to balance my budget. Anyway, the point is, I love you and you love me, so it's all good. Now, where was I? Something about hydrochloric acid? No? I was talking about why I spent so much on rope? Yeah, the short version is I kept on trying new rope and the quality was always just too bad until I finally found new rope that I was satisfied with. And that's why I spent $400 on rope this month. Did I say 300? I meant 400. Yeah. So you get the idea. I'm kind of a spendthrift when it comes to you. So I was hoping you could help me balance my budget. Judging by the appalled look on your face, it looks like you're done reading it. So, what do you think? Is there any way I can cut my expenses? What? No, sweetie, I can't cut that. I need to keep renting that warehouse. That's where I keep all the wax replicas of you. There just isn't enough space in the basement for them. And you know, when I get a replica of you, it's really hard to just choose one pose. So I can't have just one. And then there's the expressions too. There's just so much thought that goes into the details of every last one. So it's really hard to choose just one replica to have. Or two. Or 50. But the point is that those replicas are very important to me, and the warehouse is really only a place for them. And it's not like they're just gathering dust. I do make regular visits every once in a while just to admire the craftsmanship. Anyway, I really can't cut that, sweetie, so maybe try seeing if something else can be cut from the budget? Yes, I can explain the $1,200 on voice synthesis. Do you know what Vocaloid is? Okay. It's basically the software that has some synthetic voices, and people use that software to make songs with the voice. So I was kind of funding this project where it's like that, but it's with your voice. Because I really, really like your voice. It's so sweet to my ears. I can never get tired of listening to it. I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with you. I don't listen to any music unless you're the one singing it. But I don't want to bother you every time into singing for me, so the synthetic voice project is the only good way around that. However, think about it logically. Is this really an expense? It's more like an investment. Don't you think? You're so precious, and by extension, your voice is precious too. So think about how much I could license the software for. I'm sure everyone will love it. Though, I don't know if I will, because I do get really jealous when other people listen to you, and it makes me want to violently remove their ability to hear. But that's okay. The software can just be for the two of us. I don't know. We'll see. At the end of the day, I really can't cut out that expense. It's absolutely vital that I spend money on that. So, see if there's anything else in the budget that catches your eye. But I can't cut that out either. That's like $50 a month. That's basically nothing. I know that's about 300 gigabytes of storage space a month, but I promise you, I need all those jump drives. Listen, I have so many videos of you and pictures, but that's okay. Most of these are in the web media files format, so the file is actually very small. It's really efficient. So that's not much of a problem at all. I'm not being wasteful with my money. They're much smaller than GIFs and slightly smaller than MP4s. Also, I always thought that WebM stood for web movie, but apparently not. The more you know. I also have lots of MP3s of you too. Mostly of sounds you make when sleeping. You sound very cute when you're sleeping, by the way. Would you listen? I've recorded you sleeping on 1024 different nights. So maybe just pick a number between 1 and 1024 and I can show you that file. Or if you don't want it to be so random, I highly recommend files number 72, 456, and 981. Those three are my absolute favorites, though 672 is a close runner-up. It's really so hard to decide, though. But yeah, I really can't cut that from my budget. Okay, listen. I know it sounds silly, but hear me out. The reverse kidnapping insurance is too important to stop paying. I know you're probably wondering just what the heck reverse kidnapping insurance actually is. So, to give you some context, when a person goes to a country or area where kidnappings for ransoms are common, they might buy kidnapping insurance. That way, in the event they are actually kidnapped, the insurance will negotiate and pay the ransom. Though, theoretically, wait, if you're kidnapped, then if the insurance doesn't rescue you, then you wouldn't exactly be able to take legal action when you're being held captive somewhere. I guess the insurance does have a reputation to uphold if they want more customers. Anyway, so then the reverse kidnapping insurance is sort of like the opposite of that. Since I kidnapped you a while ago, if you were ever to escape, the insurance covers the cost and task of retrieving you. So, I guess it's not exactly the opposite of kidnapping insurance since I'm not, ransoming you. Though, I mean, I would never sell you to anyone. You're mine, and mine alone, to keep forever. Besides, you're here willingly. You never try to escape from me, right? But I mean, if you did, that's what the insurance is for. Anyway, that's like the number one thing I need to pay for. So there's no way that's going away. Aw, sweetie. I know the cameras are expensive, but I have to keep those too. Not just to record you, though they are mostly to record you. By the way, you always look so great. No matter the angle, no matter the lighting, no matter the video resolution, you always look so, so wonderful, sweetheart. Even with a bedhead or bags under your eyes. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, right, the cameras. Yeah, I need those, darling. I already told you I have thousands of gigabytes worth of content of you, sweetie. Obviously, I have to get those videos from somewhere. But it's not just that. I have to record the surroundings too, like around the house, outside the surrounding buildings, inside those buildings, all to make sure no one is getting too close to you. I have to make sure no one's hopping the fence or the barbed wire to get to you. I don't want someone to steal away from me. I have to keep you safe. It's a very dangerous world out there. Not everyone is as kind as me. You do not believe the things my cameras have picked up, like the mayor's affair. Wait, that's it. I don't have to cut my expenses. I just have to make more money. All I have to do is blackmail the mayor. Oh, sweetheart, thank you so much for helping me realize it. You're always such a big help. I love you. I think you deserve a reward. Good thing I can spoil you now.